Hey everyone. Well, what you don't know is today, as I'm filming, this is actually the Saturday before Father's Day. You can kind of see the tarp here. And if you can't tell by the road noise as usual, I am on the front porch. The tarp is actually on this section of the roof above me. I already kind of sent Jeremy up onto the roof on Father's Day weekend, even though the way we do things, he gets to really choose whatever he wants to do for the entire weekend when it's Father's Day. Mother's Day, I choose what I want to do. But he was a sport and he still got up and finished this section of the roof of taking the shingles off so we can kind of see what the wood looks like underneath. It doesn't look good. So the rest of the weekend, I'm giving him off from doing cabin chores. And what I have planned, really, I don't need him for. It's just a handrail. So I'm going to take you along on my journey of figuring out how to put this handrail up in the corner of the stairs. That way no one falls down them. Just so you know, preemptively, I am farther down the road, probably another year, maybe more, going to be changing out the railing. I don't really like the style of it, but I'm going to make what I have to build now into, it's going to end up matching. But just know, even if what I do looks ugly, as long as it's safe, I don't care what it looks like at the moment, just because I know I have a different style in mind in my head that I don't want to put the money into just yet. There's other things that the cabin needs to get done and spend time on that, the railing and having the pretty railing that I want in the future, that can be done farther down the road. Right now, we have other plans like the roof and fixing the second floor. The beams holding it up, they are sagging. They have a bow to them, so they need to be changed out, and siding. And then I can start the fun stuff of really redoing the inside and getting it livable. So basically, a handrail will just slow down. Like if I do the one that I want, it'll take a lot of the money that I want to be able to use for other things, and it will also take time that isn't needed at the moment. So let's get it done. Okay, so the handrail is going to go in the corner of the stairs as we go up. So the pole that I'm going to put in will be mostly on this step, a little on that step, and it'll go straight up. And then I'll put some handrails on the downside. And I've already taken my measurement for that piece that I need. We're roughly calling it 90 inches. So I'm going to get trimming. That moment you realize you don't have the tool that you really need. I don't have a saw that can cut this long piece that is 8 inches long. So I guess I get to not actually do this today and go buy another tool, because secretly I love buying tools, but that's not what I want to spend my money on today. But it needs to be done. Alrighty, so I took tools that I knew we already needed for the roof and used them to be able to make the cuts I needed. It is becoming pretty late in the day if you can't tell by the color behind me. So I think I'm just going to put up this one piece and then I'll do the rest tomorrow. Maybe I'll let Jeremy sleep in since it'll be Father's Day and I'll get this done. All right, so I have it just kind of standing in place. We can see at the bottom how the lip fits. The little gap that there is, because it is a angled piece of wood, I'm gonna just use wood filler. And just to show you what I have to be careful with, on the other side of this, the kids are going to have an under the stairs hidden playroom that they have requested. So when I put my screws in, I have to make sure they're in the section that's the stairs itself or into the section going that direction, but not into where the wood is for the section over. I can show you guys real quick. Over here, this understairs area will be a hidden room for the kids. So let me get this screwed in. Just a hair off straightness. I'm going with it. That thing's not going anywhere. All right, it's up. It's almost perfectly straight, but just a hair off. No one's going to notice. Even my OCD self is okay with how straight it is. But I put tons of screws in everywhere I could. That bad boy is not moving without the rest of the stairs coming down. So I'll be finishing this up in the morning. See you then. All right, beginning of day 2, and I kind of skipped and I forgot to show you guys from here to up there, 3 inches down from the point. I measured and it's 32 inches. So now what I'm doing is this angle right here. I'm just going to mark it on my piece of paper so I know what angle to put into the piece of wood when cutting it for the handrail. All right, so I'm just going to line it up at that corner and this bottom edge. And then I'm just tracing along that edge. There we go. And 32 inches up. And right here is 32 inches from that far corner. So I'm just doing it again. I almost skipped a step. Okay, look up. See how there's that white piece that runs underneath that 4x4? Well, 3x3 really, but I almost forgot to cut that piece. So I'm gonna go do that now with the same measurements. All right, so if you can see straight on, the one that I just put up the pole and the one behind it don't line up perfectly. They're actually slightly catty because of the way the stairs are and where I had to put the pole. If I were to put the pole here, my butt would not have been able to get through with a railing right here because this is only, oh goodness, 18, 20 inches. I'm a fluffy girl with some wide shoulders. So that pole needed to be set back so I could be able to make the turn comfortably. We could get, so we could also get furniture through here. So my fix to that, because I did go ahead and cut that piece of wood I was talking about, that little white lip underneath, I have a block here that I'm going to put on the back side right there. And it will be my extra support to be able to attach these pieces for extra stability. I don't think anyone will really notice it when looking up. If they do, oh well. And if you're wondering, I'm going to be starting this up too. There we go. Gotta use the boob sometimes. It's nailed. I just wanted to show you guys how sweaty I already am. Quite the glisten, it's dripping down my cheeks. It's been dripping off my nose, my chin. So today it's about 85 degrees outside and really freaking high humidity because it is Georgia. We do humid really well here. But let's shore up the rest of the railing that goes towards the other couple rooms and then actually start doing the railing. All right, I had to show you this screw up here where it goes to. Nowhere. Oy vey. Sorry, almost forgot to show you how I was putting these up. I do have a screw coming in from the other side, the back side, and I've been using a level. All right, all the railings are done. Unfortunately, my phone died. I didn't know. Sorry, guys. You know, I always have bad luck with cameras. So, next step. I'm going to be putting a railing right here, and then like a little one on the end, and then one right here and seeing, you know, how it looks, having that little one on the edge. So let's see what I do. This is not quite the outfit for using a saw, but we just went to Father's Day dinner. We went and had some hot wings together, and I didn't feel like changing. Had to make little nuggets. All right, so this stage of the stairs is done. You will notice that this piece of wood right here is bigger than that piece, It's because modern wood is just not the same size as sawmill. And they made everything in this house with a sawmill. But it's close. So I did go through and reinforce everything. You can see I have some wood filler here that's drying to fill in some of the cracks. I'm not worried about all the little cracks. I was just kind of experimenting with this railing. I do have wood filler here and the crack that was running right there. So there we go. As I walk down, you can see everything's the right height for me. As I go to turn, of course, this becomes way too high. This is like higher than my shoulder. And that's why I put this little grippy in. Some people are going to think that is really stupid looking and what's the point of it? But this to that is such a big difference. And these are not up to code steps, we should say. They're a little bit bigger. And for those of you that don't know, if you haven't watched my cat toy channel, I do have medical issues that I battle with. So sometimes I have little flare-ups of them and walking just kind of sucks. So this is really for those times for me. But this is at the perfect height to grab onto as I step down. And then I can transfer over to this railing. So there we go. See what I mean? That's not a normal size step. Of course, neither is that one right there. And then you have this itty bitty one right here. Makes perfect sense. Alrighty, that is it for this video. You can see the stair railing is up, the handrail coming down, that special needs little one that I have for that weird, awkward giant step. I am a sweaty mess. My straight hair is curling. And of course, I just made the mistake of touching my hair, so it just fell down. But the next step will be to sand down the wood filler. I'm going to vacuum everything around the stairs. I'm going to take Murphy's cleaning oil to it all. The wood that's bare, the painted, you name it, is all getting washed down. And I think even some of the paneling I might do just while I'm here. But that is definitely for a different video. The handrail is up, and that's where we're ending today. So I'm gonna go change clothes for like the umpteenth time today, it feels like, and get out of these sweaty clothes. And we'll see you on the next video. Bye.